Hey everyone, welcome back. JavaMentor.net here. In today's video, let's learn about Swagger. So last time we learned about HTTP protocol and we learned about endpoints. So for today's video, I found one free example on the internet about Swagger. What is a Swagger? It's one of the ways to document your endpoints. So last time we finished our tutorial with some informal documenting of our endpoints in some textual format, which was, just verbal model, typing text, nothing else. But in today's tutorial, I would love to show you this free Swagger online website that someone created. So what is this all about? On this website, there are some endpoints that are documented. So for the pet, what you can do with this resource pet? Well, you can find pets by status. As you can see, it's a get method. You can update existing pet. You can add new pet. You can find pet by ID. Those brackets where pet ID is, those are meant for pet param. So basically this is the part of the URL. You will see that, nothing special. You can delete pet and so on. Other than pet, there is a store resource and there is a user resource. So let's try one of those. As I said, this is a way how to document your endpoints. I'll a bit later show you this is the file, how it's documented, but let's just give it a try. So let's say that we want to find all sold pets, execute, and this is the data about sold pets. So you can see there is some sold doggy, those are tags for that dog, the status is sold, that is the category and category name, and so on and so on. You can see that you received code 200, so everything was fine. And that's basically it. Here you can see what was the command that your Swagger executed to the server. So method was get, this was the URL including the request param status equals sold, and you send one header to tell to the server that you want to receive application JSON format. So you can try this command from the command prompt. I will just do it. Just make sure that, for example, if you're on the Windows, as I'm currently, this is the command. So I just replaced apostrophe with these double apostrophes, and if we hit enter, that's the data that we saw in our browser as well. We can also try to pick one of the IDs of those dogs, of those pets actually, and we can try this pet ID, try it out, put ID in the pet ID, execute, and 200. We received that one pet. The next thing I want to show you is here is how the document that is documenting our endpoints looks like. So this Swagger is actually implementing Open API specification. I will not bother you with that, but all those tools that are documenting HTTP endpoints are usually implementing this specification. You can imagine this Open API as some interface, and Swagger is some implementation of that interface. Let's say it that way. So you can see that, for example, if you try search here, Control F, find by status, you can see this endpoint, and basically it's one YAML file where this is indicating which method it is. This is indicating which status codes you can get, which content types this endpoint can return. So you can see it can return either JSON or XML, and so on and so on. You can see, for example, parameters that you can send through the request param are defined here. Actually, there is only one for this endpoint, status, and you can see that available values for that Status are one of those three. And you can basically see what you can do with your endpoints, or all endpoints are listed here, and you can see which request params you can send for which endpoint, what you should expect as an answer, and so on and so on. As you can see here, or here, at the end, you can see model of the pet. For example, every pet has ID, category, name, and if you click on the ID, you will see that that ID is integer, and status, you can see that status is string, and it can be one of those three values. And you can find that schema for status here at the bottom. So you can see pet, required fields are name and photo URLs. It has those properties, and as you can see, status is string, and it can be one of those three values, and so on and so on. So basically, this YAML document is how you document your endpoint. And that's basically it about Swagger. In the next video, let's learn about Postman, which is, you will understand that tool very easily, and then after Postman we will learn a little bit about Spring and dependency injection, so we can create our own endpoints for our own application. See you in the next video.